Dim, how about a bit of keyboard? Keyboard on the mic.
There we go. Hey, we got audio. Really? How's it sound? I know one means you can hear me, but that doesn't tell me if I'm loud or soft or anything like that. Huh? Yeah, what I do is when I sound like I normally do when I'm looking at a meter, which I'm not, I expect people to put in a 1010. And if I'm not up to snuff, I expect them to rate it like, if I'm too soft, 710 is minimal. And below that, it's like you can't hear people in the background, you know? Like my ex-wife just came in. Another word? You don't like ex-wife? Well, why don't we pretend we're married? My wife is here. And we're broadcasting all over the world right now live at Google and also on YouTube. So we don't have any copyrighted music we play because they canned a 2.5 hour show because I wasn't paying attention, and a little thing came up that said if you keep broadcasting copyrighted stuff, we're going to can your show. Now I got away with it a couple of times where I got these little marks against my account, and I had to either dispute it or agree with it. So I agreed with it, said it wouldn't be played in certain countries. So now I've got to work around any cover that's enough different from the original, or those might work, okay? I don't know if they work all the time, but there's over 20 million original songs on YouTube, and they're not copyrighted. They gave up that copyright when they put it on YouTube, okay? That's what YouTube gets. It gets to use your music free. And but what you don't know is the copyright law is thus. Everything is copyrighted anyway. The only problem is you have to prove it. So if you're going to put it on YouTube, they do time and date stamp it. So if there's a dispute as to who came out with it first, you're it. But you also surrender some of your legal rights by doing so. If you don't believe it, read the terms of YouTube. Okay? So you have to know how it works. And that's what I do. I'm an analyst. Means I'm quite anal at times. But boy, don't I love to analyze things, you know? It's really fun. Because once you analyze them, you can really have fun. You know, the kids all got together and decided to impose all these restrictions on all of us. And they figured out, hey, listen, I got a job, man. And I got to be, well, of course. I've been doing a show since 12 o'clock. I've been doing a show for 6 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah.
Hey, would it be possible for me to just be quiet and listen to your show?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut the fuck up! Okay, will that help?
Yeah, I just want to listen to your show because I'm really bored and I have like 2 more hours.
Shut up! Alright, so if you're bored and you actually want to be quiet, that would be a first. You know, there's always a first kiss, there's always a first pitter-patter of a heart, there's a first blowjob, there's a first fuck, there's the first time you had anal sex. There's always a first for everything, you know? Don't you agree,
So
honey? There's always a first for everything.
Oh, God. I remember the first time I got this. I went and looked in the mirror afterwards to see if I looked different.
Really? Yeah. Did you know I did an interview with my sister who told everybody 3 years ago that she enjoyed anal sex?
You just interviewed her this morning?
3 years ago. I could pull the interview up if I was organized and I had somebody. She loves anal sex. Didn't seem to bother her a bit. Yeah, she loves it. Oh, different strokes for different folks. You like anal sex? Wow, he's not responding. That's good.
Oh, he's being wanted.
Yeah. Well, I just featured him a whole lot on the show tonight, and we only lost a couple of folks. You see, I use the audience as a litmus test. If they start leaving, it means that my intuition that told me it was going on way too long tells me that it was going on way too long. And so when they leave, that tells me that it's time to change, because people will listen to bullshit. I mean, people will listen to fucking anything, but it depends on what it is and for how long. That's producing. That's knowing when to call the shots and how much to put.
When to hold them and when to fold them.
Exactly. That's what it's about. And some people don't realize that the producing, even if it's all improv, which it is, we can pretend to do improv, but it's all improv. It's just like people separate the real world from the non-real world, and they say this is real and this is not real. This is no difference. There's no difference. It's all your imagination. Of course, the people that believe in a real world say, well, it's not my imagination. This is not my imagination. What's going on now? I'm in the real world. And then when they have a dream and they're completely duped into believing the dream, they don't find out it's a dream until they wake the fuck up. And then they call this, oh, thank God I woke up, just like the dream you had. And you then wake up and you go, that was a dream. But you don't realize you're still sleeping.
It was so funny because we were like, it was like a caravan. There were 3 of us, 3 vehicles.
Really?
And we came over the bridge, and then you made a right. And I thought, that's funny. I wonder why he's going that way. And then I lost you. So I just figured, well, I know how to get home, you know.
Yeah.
And there was this like really weird thing with skateboarding. I was skateboarding. It was really funny.
Yeah. Dreams are fun. When you figure out your the source energy that's playing all these roles, which most people don't ever get to see because they think they're people, then it gets really a lot of fun. Then you can be like the kid that has been going to school all year, and the first day of vacation, it's hurrah, hurrah, I can't wait to get the fuck out of this class. Remember those last few hours that you're looking at the clock, and it's going to be vacation for the whole summer. And the bell rings, and it's like, yay, I'm free. Well, I discovered that for myself many years ago. Once I figured out I was in school, and I imprisoned myself with my beliefs, my attachments, and all that shit. It all went bye-bye, and all of a sudden, I'm on vacation. Anything, if I don't get my way here, I just change over to there. If I don't get my way in there, I just change over there. No attachment, no problem. I know where I'm going. I live in a sea of possibilities. It's wonderful being now. I live in a sea of possibilities, just like quantum physics says. It's just a sea of possibilities. Yeah. I live in the moment, where I don't have to project that my cough is going to turn into cancer. That could be cancer, Joel. Oh, yeah, I know. I'm looking forward to being operated on, having one of my lungs removed like one of the carpenters that worked for my mom. He was never quite the same after that. I'm looking forward to it. Don't you think you should check that? Shouldn't you check that out? Oh, yeah. I want to, reinforce the fucking belief in my dream where I'm going to have my lung cut out of me and go through the pleasantries of a dream where they fucking rip out my lung. No thanks.
I don't think I need to project into anything like that. Now, if it happens, well, it happens. But I don't have to think about it. Oh, am I supposed to think about it? That's foolish. Oh, I should take the special treatment and I should do this. That's why I have a directive that says, don't fucking touch me. When I go, I go.
Got it.
Simple.
Simple, simple.
Simple, simple.
Kiss.
Huh?
Kiss.
What?
Keep it simple, stupid.
Right, kiss.
Oh, I
Keep
learned
it
that in
simple.
accounting.
Yeah. Yeah. By the way, folks, if you miss any of this, I get the last word. Okay? You may not be interested in what I'm saying. You may be like Daniel that keeps interrupting me because he has his own agenda and thinks what he has to say is so important. But all I have to do is just turn him off like everybody else, and I actually get to say what's on my mind because I'm a selfish, motherfucking egocentric. Is it egocentric?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
correct.
Egocentric, motherfucking narcissistic son of a fucking bitch. Right, Daniel? Hey, are you listening or I'm going to hang up on you?
He went to sleep.
I think he went to sleep too. God, God, that blows my mind. He's not saying anything.
He's asleep.
I'm listening.
Oh. All right,
Gotcha.
good. All right, very good. This is a first, Daniel.
You're making that for me, darling.
Yes, I am. How did you know?
Oh, my
I lied through my
I
teeth.
love that movie.
I just
Danielle.
lied through my teeth.
Oh,
I was going to
you
smoke
have them
it,
in?
but I pretended that I was being considerate and that you come before I do so that you would feel good.
Well, your coffee this morning is out of this world.
Is it really? Because it was
is.
made with special love.
You told me 20 minutes ago.
It was special sauce.
It's very good. Oh, stop it. Oh,
Special sauce for you, honey.
oh, for God's.
Did you notice on the radio, they don't know what I'm talking about. They just know it's a special sauce.
Yeah.
That could actually get by the censors for kids.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, they
Oh,
watch me and they could see that. You see, communication is 60% vibes. I'm making this up because I heard this. They're making it up too, but it doesn't make it. It's actually 61.3% of the communication that we as human beings.
You don't know that.
I don't know that it's even 60%. I don't fucking know
Where did you
anything.
come up with that number? It just came to you?
I pulled it out of my ass where I pulled everything out of.
Obviously.
Right. I know that I'm pulling it out of my ass, and other people don't think they're pulling it out of their ass. They go, oh, it's 60%. And they believe it. What a bunch of stupid motherfuckers.
Everybody needs what they need, Joe.
That's right.
Don't be
Current
attached to it.
vacancies to include our law enforcement positions as well as our administrative
What is this shit?
positions. Please visit our website at www.secretservice.gov/join.
He said he'd be silent.
In an effort to better serve you, please listen to the following options. If you are seeking information regarding the special agent position or the uniform division officer position, please press 1. If you are interested in checking the status and or receipt of a submitted application and would like to leave a voicemail regarding your online application, or would like to listen to the frequently asked questions relative to our online application process, please press 2. Thank you for calling the United States Secret Service Applicant Assistant Line. Please note that application procedures for applying to a special agent or uniform division officer vacancy are outlined on our website, www.secretservice.gov, under the Employment section, lower right side of the page, in the Online Application Procedures area. On our website, you will find step-by-step instructions for completing your application, as well as answers to frequently asked questions. This message contains information to frequently asked questions, which are also located on the website. To hear the answer to an option, press the number associated with the option. If the status of your application says not available or unavailable, please press 1. To learn the status of your application and whether your supporting documents were received, please press 2. If you haven't heard from the Secret Service and want to know if you should apply to a new vacancy announcement, please press 3. If you wish to learn what a DD-214, SF-50, SF-15, VA letter, and supplemental application packet is, please press 4.
I like
If
3.
you want to know if you can apply to a vacancy in the city where you wish to work instead of where you currently live, please press 5.
That's
If
interesting.
you are receiving your bachelor's degree in a few months and want to know if you can apply to a vacancy now, please press 6. If you are currently in the military
Which one?
and want to know how close to your release date you should apply and what you should submit instead of a DD-214, please press 7. If you want to sign up for a test date
I like
and
8.
learn the date of the next exam, please press 8. If your question has
Still like
not
3.
been answered, please press 9.
9.
These options again.
9. My questions have
If your
not been
question
answered.
has not been answered, please visit www.secretservice.gov
Is she going to cut me
under
off
the
now?
employment section in the online application procedures area.
Huh?
On our website, you will find step-by-step instructions for completing your application. At the tone, please record your message. When you are finished recording,
You can't
hang
just-
up or press 1 for more options.
Hello, this is Jose Jimenez, and I would like to know, I would like to go undercover, and I would like to play somebody that's gonna, flush out the enemy. You can call. Oh my God! Oh, Jesus! Oh, damn. I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. Never mind.
To send the message and then disconnect, press star. To delete the current message and record a new one, press 3. To send the message and then log into a mailbox, press 7. To send the message and transfer to another mailbox, press 8. To send the message and then disconnect, press 9. Message sent. Mailbox number, please. Please enter your password, then press pound. If this is not your extension, press star. Mailbox number, please. Please enter your password, then press pound. If this is not your extension, press star. Mailbox number, please. Please enter your password, then press pound. If this is not your extension. Invalid logon. Mailbox number, please.
We have a hacker.
Please enter your password, then press pound. If this is not your extension, press star. Invalid logon.
Oh.
Please.
All right, never mind.
Please enter the destination mailbox number. To cancel, press star. 8888 is not valid. Please enter the destination mailbox number. To cancel, press star. One, 2, 3, 4 is not valid. Please enter the destination mailbox number. To cancel, press star. 4, 3, 2, 1 is not valid. Sorry you are having trouble. Please try again later. Goodbye.
Oh, cool. All right, wasn't that fun? I wonder if I'll get into trouble for that. You don't suppose they'll tap my phones and follow me around and... Oh, shit, that's what they're already doing. Oh, never mind.
That's some wild and wacky stuff.
What is?
Hell, wacky stuff.
What is?
wild and wacky stuff.
What is?
Yes, Johnny, yes.
Oh. How did you know my name was Johnny? How did he know my name was Johnny?
Johnny Bridges.
Johnny, no, wrong Johnny.
That is some wild, wacky stuff.
I thought you were going to shut the fuck up.
All right. Entering SDFU mode.
What's that mean? Oh, okay, shut the fuck up. Well, we emptied the room pretty good. Hey, I should have gone with Nano. That would have been better. They would have been more interested in what Nano had to say. Oh well. Now I got nothing. I got nothing. Wait a minute, you just made a judgment. There's always something, isn't there? There's always new material, isn't there? Okay, Nano, it's your turn.
I'll fold it.
Oh, cool.
No.
Far out. So that was boring, right? Yeah. You see, the audience in the room tells me when things are.
I'm putting all your clean clothes all folded right here.
Okay. See if I can keep you interested in what's going on. Then I have a big segment of the
Well, all of
folks.
us.
You see, and then
I
you.
figured I'd do something new. So
Yeah.
just stuff off.
Yeah. And I don't know if they can hear you on this mic.
Yeah, maybe.
I gotta check. Oh yeah.
So,
Yeah.
your shorts are- I think there's not much left in the shorts.
They're what?
I think there's not much left.
You're laughing too much. I can't hear you.
I think there's not much left in these shorts.
Oh yeah, wash them.
I did.
Oh, you did? Let's see. Let's see.
They look shiny.
How much is left?
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything any different than they were before they were washed? Oh, those are tremendous. Everything's fine. Yeah, they're clean. Now I can actually wear them.
And I put your belt, and I took it off right here.
Yeah.
Right next to-
Ooh.
right here.
You know, if I didn't have anybody else, I didn't have my imaginary friends with me, I'd be totally fucked.
Oh.
I would.
Oh.
If I didn't have the ego to fuck with, I wouldn't have anything. You know?
Well,
There, it
you
would,
have plenty of imaginary friends. You have plenty of regular friends.
really? Is there a difference between the real world and the dream world?
Well,
Yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah, I like
How much
whatever.
coffee
Whatever
you
is
had.
good. I like whatever.
whatever. I know.
Yeah,
love
whatever.
Whatever. Well,
Whatever.
the thing is that I tell my kids,
And someone will return your call
You gotta
within
do
one
this.
business day. Thank you.
it's
At
got
the
to come
tone,
with the hand.
please record your message. Yeah.
Now that interrupted what I was doing. Fuck you, Daniel. Asshole. Still fucking with me.
You got to get all that
Do you
tobacco into your
realize?
little thingy.
Do you realize I have people all over the world that have gotten used to Mr. Bridges and all the bullshit that he does?
Mm-hmm.
So when you come in here and you're a newbie, whether in the room or in the house here, the studio, you'll be like flabbergasted. You'll be hearing people.
Oh, I love that word.
Flabbergasted.
Oh, that's a good word.
Yeah, that is a good word. I like that. I like words too, you know.
Oh, I know.
I pick them very carefully.
I'll tell you, I used to have like a word a day.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, why don't we have the word of the day a billboard? See, we have to steer the billboard so that it starts making sense to them, and then we can go with what makes sense one day and what makes total nonsense the next day, and then the next day put in the missing pieces, like putting in the part that makes sense. So we get the boys and girls starting to figure out what's coming the next day, just like people love to solve puzzles. See, I'm just explaining the concept to you so that you're free when the Holy Spirit tells you. You look into the billboard and you go, a poem. A poem. Let's see. Joel put up a poem.
Mhm.
What's that mean?
Exactly.
And then you say, well, he put up a poem. What could I put up next? And then I go out there and I say,
a poem, whatever you put up there, and I go, oh, that's interesting. And I put up the next word. Now, what's interesting is that I went to a church group because they found me. I didn't ask to go to speak before a youth group. They came and found me.
Okay, context.
Context is I went and they wanted to know what I thought about
story.
shit.
I listened to stories. So where were you? Was it in town?
Yeah, it was in this town.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it was in Farmington.
In Farmington, in front of a youth group, and there was about 20 kids.
And what religion was it?
Huh?
What religion was it? Do you remember?
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
It's a story.
But it was religious.
If you want to fill it in the movie that it's,
Well, I just, you know me, I like the details.
I know you like to dot the I's, cross the T's, but you know.
No, it just adds to the color.
I know, but that comes later. I'm just a sketch man.
Okay.
I don't really care.
Man.
So I went in there and I experienced something very unique at the end of the whole thing, which was each person was supposed to say a word, like in the telephone game. Instead of whispering something in a kid's ear, it was one person for one word. And they started with a kid, and it was amazing. It was just like playing with a Ouija board where it spells out messages. And the message that I got is actually on one of the billboard, on the small billboard that ended up on the big billboard. And I don't have it handy, and I don't remember it exactly. So if I tell you what it was, I don't have the exact words, but the exact.
Remember what the words were that they used? That gave you.
Yeah, I remember the words, but I don't like to make shit up based on whatever. Now, I have that file, but not handy, okay? Because it's like, wanting to quote the exact words because they were amazing. Absolutely amazing. It made perfect sense. And what it made as perfect sense is a message that is still true today that I've run on the front bill, take two. On the little sign outside, which they objected to, which I went to court for.
They objected to.
Yeah, the town. They said I wasn't supposed to put that up there. Okay, it's a whole. Yeah. You already know about this, a little bit about the story, not much. But you got to understand, I don't really care because it was just, just playing with them, just having fun. And it doesn't matter when it happens, whether they figure it out. Because I don't really care, I don't care.
Well,
just something to do.
There is part of you that cares.
But anyway, I'll see if I can find that file. I know for a fact that it will take a few minutes to look for because you see, if you look around here, I'm organized to the point where I can find important things. They're in piles. If somebody comes in and moves everything, I'm fucked.
Well, do you
totally
realize,
fucked.
Do you realize how careful I was when I did this?
Yeah.
I was very careful.
You do understand that I don't move anything unnecessarily.
Well, that's why I did it right here.
Yeah.
I learned my lesson with the green knife. Remember?
Yeah. Yeah. What doesn't seem like anything is to somebody who's doing you a favor by cleaning up.
I know.
Means you can lose something that's so important to you.
Yeah, I know. That stuff drives me crazy.
Mm.
I mean, everybody has their own system.
Right.
And that should be respected. And while it's very nice, I remember when Jeff's mother came up to see us at Sugarloaf, and she cleaned my refrigerator.
Really?
And I was like, well, why did she do that? You know what I mean? I mean, come on. Me. You know me. It's not like I'm a slob, But
well, you can be.
Well, if I want to.
Yeah, exactly.
I think that's what I liked about traveling so much is that I had a duffel bag and my Halliburton, and that was it. So and I would travel with a few little lovey things that I had from the kids. It was very simple.
Yeah.
I like it. My room upstairs is getting messy, but it's just all the books I have.
Yeah. Well, I've been working with Leanne lately to fill her in on certain things.
She
There's
was so funny last night. It
really.
was knock, knock, knock down at the bottom, the door. Oh, I got some alcohol here. Would you like to come and drink it with me? I said, no, but thank you very much for the offer. But she was very dear,
Yeah.
She was very sweet. She can't. There's this very sweet part of her, and it's so wonderful, to see it.
Yeah. Well, you think every time she is irritating, you can think that.
I do think that. I do think that.
What you can do.
The last time that she kind of bit my head off, I was upstairs. I was probably doing something with the letters or something, and I just said to her, "So, what are you up to today?" And she said, "None of your fucking business." I was like, "Okay," But then she felt bad about it later.
Well, imagine if your whole life you had access to, and you could actually see the oscillations of where you lose yourself to find yourself, or lose yourself to find yourself, and you could actually examine where you lost yourself. That's what I was doing for 8 years. And I didn't stop because I discovered so much about myself. I'm an idiot. You know that? I'm a complete
No,
moron.
I don't believe that.
Well, I am.
Well, I don't think so.
Well, I am sometimes.
Well, we all are sometimes.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes I'm an idiot. So.
Oh, you didn't say that.
I know.
You said I am
That was
an
my
idiot.
technique to get you to talk.
Well, I'm talking. You don't have to.
Just reveal to me all about what you actually think. I have my techniques.
Oh, I know you do.
Oh yeah. I'm hoping someday to never be able to fool you.
You think you fool me?
You think you can fool me?
I don't think I can fool you.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Why do you think that? I'm asking that to get you talking.
Yeah. Well, we do go into altered states where we lose our connection with ourselves. And when we get involved and sucked into those things, what is still not a dream to us, we get sucked into what's important. And when we do, we lose ourselves. And that's when the shit hits the fan if you got somebody else that's there with you who will make it matter. Whereas if you have somebody who isn't into making it matter, they can matter by themselves, and you say, see ya, doesn't matter to me, matters to you, bye-bye. So whoever is in that space where they see it's not mattering, doesn't have to change anybody or do anything about it. They just say, oh, see you later, and they just think of that person as, just like thinking of Leanne as that little heart of gold. That's all they have to do. They just hold that and know that they'll be back sometime when they come to their senses. They haven't discovered enough yet about how their life actually works. They lose themselves, find themselves. They lose themselves, find themselves. They love being angry and pissed off. They love to have boogeymen and evil people and nasty situations.
I don't think there's anybody that likes to be mad. Here's my philosophy about it.
Yeah.
Is that I think sometimes people get to that place because they feel powerless. And the way that you feel like you have some kind of control is to get angry about the situation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they're doing something. They feel like they can't do anything. You know? So it's like a coping. Well, I think maybe a better way of looking at it is it's like a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
You know? It's like people that drink, people that smoke all the time.
Yeah.
You know, it's a coping mechanism.
Yeah.
And
oh, wow, I might found another looking for this file.
I'm not gonna call.
Well, you know, I'm tired of this shit.
Oh, you are not. You're never tired of it.
So, I'm going to change it over.
There we go.
I'm tired of this crap.
Oh dear. All right, I'm just getting all that together. So you know what
I mean, he was quiet for a while.
Yeah, well,
But then you put that interesting thing, a Secret Service thing on.
that was funny.
Which was fun.
Hey, I went out with a Secret Service guy once.
Did you know?
Oh, I did.
Did he tell you any secrets?
I remember a long time ago. But then his partner, who I was visiting this friend of mine from college, and that's how I met him. She was dating his partner, and his partner was killed in New York City, and it was like the first Secret Service death in many, many years. I didn't really get to know him very well. He had some kind of Italian name. Oh, what'd you find?
No, it's just a file I haven't seen in a long time. Probably a couple of years.
Well, you probably already had breakfast, but I haven't.
No, I haven't.
Oh, you haven't? I'm going to go upstairs and I have some bacon left. Do you like the frittata?
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah. So I think I'll do some potatoes and peppers, eggs and bacon.
Or you were making an omelet.
Well, it's like an omelet, but...
You could make it like an omelet.
Well,
The
it's...
frittata could be folded over with some cream cheese.
Oh.
I like that.
I like, well, here's what I do. I saute the vegetables, cook the potatoes, and you put it all in the cast iron pan. And then you put in the egg mixture and the cheese on top, and then you put it in a hot oven and it poofs. Yeah. I don't have an omelet, can you? All right, I'm gonna go do that.
Right.
You have cream cheese you want me to put in?
Yeah. In the fridge, open the door, it's on the left side.
On the right side. Oh, the left side of the right side.
The left
Got
side
it.
and the inside.
All right, cutie pie.
Yeah.
Off I go. I think we got a half an hour. Yes, I got to do potatoes.
All right, cool.
All right.
Jesus, I still haven't found that file. I should find it.
All right. Close her on the end of the bed.
All right, cool. Thanks. All right, I don't even know how to sound this. Oh, we got hands up. That's perfect.
About bloody time. Like, show my ass. Go ahead, Panacea X.
I don't know why he does that. What's his problem? He does that all the time. We say, go ahead, and then he just leaves, sits there with his hand up, you know? I mean, why doesn't he have his hand up when he's actually available? That seems kind of stupid. That means he's not listening. He really is a nuthead. Amazing. And then, when you say that to him and he doesn't raise his hand, you say, go ahead, he just leaves. He just leaves the room. I don't know why he does that shit. Oh yeah, he's trying to tell everybody he was bombs. Nobody's gonna believe you. We know we're up to it. We know what you're doing. The lying sack of shit. Go ahead, Mike's yours. See, he's doing it again. Just sits there with his hand up. I say, go ahead. And then he leaves. I don't know, I got audio. Maybe he doesn't have audio. Maybe that's the problem. But wait a minute, he leaves, so he must know that I'm talking to him, so I must have audio. Ah, this technology sucks. Jeez. Oh, I wish I had better equipment. Ugh. All right, well, that's the end of the show. I got nobody to react with. If he's not back or somebody doesn't take the mic and give me some shit or something else, the show's ending, folks. It was short and sweet. Of course, it's been going on for almost 7 hours. I'm sure there might be 30 minutes in there somewhere that was is worth some has some kind of entertainment value to somebody. I don't know what. I don't have time to go through any of this crap. I just I'm not going to be a puppet, and so you know, I just say whatever I feel like. Whatever happens, happens, and if we get 30 minutes, it's useful. We get 30 minutes, but I don't have time to listen to this crap. Most of it's crap, and that's a fact. But it does remind me of an expression: one person's crap is another person's treasure. So you never know. You never know. I think trolls will probably think some of the stuff they don't understand is all the crap, and the stuff that they do, you know, like the crap chat, you know, the stuff they can relate to is somewhat entertaining, especially if they're on it. And I would imagine everybody would come up with something different from 7 hours. And some of them would be very creative with it, adding music and their own comments or something else. And they would present 7 hours of crap and decide what's crap and what's not. It would be really interesting to see that happen, really. But anyway, thank you all very much. You have 60 seconds in which to respond. Otherwise, the room is closing. Oh, now he's back. Is he going to take the mic this time or not? Hello, you moron. You keep raising your hand and not taking the mic. Last chance. Do you have audio? Do I have audio? When are you going to take the goddamn mic?
Yes, Joel, you have audio. I can hear you fine.
Well, evidently, Panacea doesn't, so maybe he ought to get that straightened out because I can't put up with that shit on my show.
Well, I can hear it. I can hear me echoing on his computer, but I can't hear you on his computer. That's weird.
I wonder. Now I don't have audio. Fuck. Pal Talk's all frozen up. Isn't that cool? Well, yeah, folks, if you're tuned in, that's the end of the show. Not going to fight with it. Obviously, when the technology does its thing, we just do something else. That's the way it works. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way it works. I suppose I could see if we could hook up with him again. But people don't want to listen to the audio problems and technical problems and shit like that. We know that. We know that. They're so impatient. They want what they want, they want a program. Hello? Do I have audio? Oh, 11? I'm too loud? Oh, well, you're catching on finally. What has it taken, 5 years? Good for you. Better late than never, right? Better late than never. Well, Panacea's got sound now, too. Well, isn't that groovy? Well, Panacea, how long did it take you to figure out that you weren't getting audio?
Well, it's not my fault that Pal Talk's a pile of shit and you get this sweeping lag that comes in. I could hear what you were saying from like 5 minutes ago, and now everything's just re-scrambled and apparently it's back to normal. I got the bit where that woman, what's her name, Nano, was telling me about, was telling you about her philosophy on people getting angry. And I wanted to say something about it, but obviously that lag came in. Because that's sort of my philosophy. I've noticed that, when kids get angry, Now the premise is that they're getting angry not like as a natural instinct, but simply because they're not getting what they want. If I give them what they want, that's it. It satisfies them. They don't get angry. But when we get older, we think that we're, being smart. We cover up the anger with sarcasm or comedy, or, we make out like, oh, we're not angry. It's not my ego reacting. But in fact, the bottom line is, she was right. It's about control. Most people get angry because they don't have control. Their ego stirs up, and the result is fucking all the conflict that you see in the world, amongst people, in relationships, and even amongst kids. So yeah, I don't think we can get rid of anger. Anger is a necessary part of this strangeness. So yeah, well done, Nano, well said.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad somebody listens to me.
Yeah, make me some fucking bacon and eggs as well while you're at it, you bitch.
Don't call me a bitch. If you ever call me a bitch again, you'll never get anything.
Well, I don't fucking get anything anyway. It's like everything's already fucking here. I don't need to get anything. Everything already is. In not getting something, I've got the not getting anything. That's fucking amazing, isn't it? That means I don't have to do anything. And I've got everything.
Shut up, you lesbians!
Well, that's not my Nano. She's a control freak. I don't know which Nano you're talking about, but that ain't the one I know.
Fucking hell, what's that in the background, Joel? like two fucking nooses. Is that one for you and one for Nano? You seen that, Deb, on Joel's cam? He's got fucking two nooses there. You don't have to commit suicide. Don't worry about it. Nature does that all the time. As you are part of that infinite nature, you don't need to commit suicide. But then again, committing suicide would be a willful thing. And nature seems to know what it's doing, so that means that willful suicide, willful mass suicide is happening all the time.
Well, what's actually going on? I thought about that. You know, it's like, kind of like if things get too much, you know, you have a plan, you know, an exit strategy, 50 ways to leave your lover. That's an interesting song. That was, you know, if I had the song, I would play it in the background, but it's copyrighted, so I'll have to find somebody who does the cover. It's too bad I can't do that, you know, play some copyrighted material. I always thought the Fair Use Act would do it, you know, but the Fair Use Statement says, we are making this material available in our efforts to advance understanding in environmental, political, human rights, economics, democratic, scientific and social injustice issues, etc. We believe this constitutes a fair use of any such copyrighted material as provided for in Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Law, in accordance with Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107. The material on this site is distributed without profit to those who have expressed a prior interest in receiving the included information for research and education purposes. No infringement of copyright is intended. Now, I've seen sites that have this copyrighted stuff, and because they have given credit, okay, on their videos and on their the text, okay, they can get by with it. But there's no way for me to inform them of that as I'm playing stuff in the background using the fair use statement. So we're fucked. We have to go about it a different way and find stuff that isn't copyrighted and find something that's a different. Otherwise, the I don't know what you call them, algorithms or whatever the fuck it is, you know, that find this stuff in just a matter of seconds and tries to match it up with copyrighted material. If it finds it similar enough, it tells you it's going to take the broadcast down. Did you know you can make a derivative work, changing it 10, 20%, and it becomes a derivative work? And that is already copyrighted when you're finished doing it. Some of the notices I got where they didn't actually can the whole video said that it did recognize that there was something happening in the background and proposed it as a possibility that it was background. So it means there has to be enough voiceover to mask it, so it's like somebody listening to the radio. Isn't that interesting? Only interesting to those people that are into communications and producing shows and all that kind of stuff. It's a real royal pain in the ass. I have yet to have time to send them an email and find somebody, a human being I could talk to and get this straightened out. When I've sent them emails before, on different matters, I never got a personal reply, nor did I expect one. Not even an automated one. Now, if you imagine that there's more music in a day than you can possibly listen to being uploaded every day as original music, then you know why they use computers and why they are very busy. Millions of people use YouTube. Millions of people have personal questions. I thought one slick way to do it would be call up and say, I have $1 million budget. I'd like to talk to somebody about my account. And I might actually get a human being that's been programmed and conditioned to say, if you get somebody calling up that has a lot of money, you should put them through to talk to somebody about the account. That actually might actually net me a real person to talk to because, as you know, it's all about money. Isn't that cool? Of course, you already knew that. So do I. So, you know, we can play that game. If you can't get their attention any other way, just say, you know, you have some money to spend, and their eyes light up. But if you're just nobody, they don't give a shit, you know. They don't know who you are. They don't care. They don't even care who you are if you say you have money. They might even have a computer check your account to find out if you have money. Depends on how high up you are in the total surveillance of the earth, you know. I had a phone issue lately where I refused to pay because their computer totally fucked shit up. Identified me in another part of Franklin County with a different address, and they claimed that that account, which the computer fucked up, that I was responsible for the bill. And so they've been, you know, making it impossible for me to get additional services because it's in dispute, which takes time, takes lots of time. The whole thing is a stalling action. So if you think it's real important, whatever it is you want and you think it's really important, the system is set up to make sure that you can never, never have a peaceful life because you've been programmed to want stuff. And as long as you do, you're going to be pissed off. You'll never feel God if you're pissed off. You won't feel that love. You won't be peaceful because you'll be pissed off. You're pissed off because you want something and you think it's important. And so you waste all your time going after things that you want. Never happy with what you have. And if you do business with any of the morons in this world, the more they create paperwork and delays and appointments in time and space, and court appointments and challenges and suits and lawsuits, the more you live here. But you can go through all of this and take it with a grain of salt. You either get what you get, and you could just say, okay, I'll do what's necessary. It's not I'm pissed off. And they have a well-known ploy. People that are dying of a certain disease because of a certain issue that they found out causes people to die. Many times they never get to court, and they never get to collect. Their families do. But you never get the money in time to take care of the immediate bills as they're piling up. And so the whole thing is stacked against you if you think that you are going to get what you want. So just realize how it works. They have computers that are very efficient. Why would I have to travel to Lewiston, Auburn, 40 miles from here, an 80-mile round trip at the expense of $25, 3 hours, 4 hours of my time, including waiting, and produce a Social Security card for the first time because I need to do that for the first time because I applied for home heating oil. Never asked for it before. One more thing to keep you busy, keep you involved in the system. And that's what it's all about. You would think it's about efficiency, where I read in 1970 as a 20-year-old that the new technology that was coming, you know, they're predicting like they do today. The new technology is going to make it possible for us to work less and spend more time with our families. Instead of a 40-hour week, it would turn into a 30-hour week because of the technology. Did it turn into a 30-hour week where you're making just as much money and the standard of living is the same? No. The deck is stacked against you, folks. They have created a system where they promise you this and they don't deliver. And not only do they not deliver, but your standard of living keeps going down every year because their scam with money, man-made, a man-made concept, is money is created out of debt, which most of you don't even know. So check out money is debt, put it in quotes in a Google search engine, and do yourself a favor or disservice by going and finding out how scammed you are. And they got you by the short hairs. Matter of fact, I think that the internment camps that have been rumored to be built all over the United States and also all over the world is no bullshit. We got 7 or 8 billion people, and how do you know? Did you count them? Do you believe them? How do you know that? I don't know that. Maybe you do. Maybe you believe everything you hear. Maybe you believe the news. Maybe you believe that all the news and all the events aren't actors and staged. Well, you can't even tell what's real and what isn't real. You find someone saying coffee's bad for you, so they all stop drinking coffee. And then you find out a report that says coffee's not bad for you. And take that with anything. You can always find somebody on the other side of whatever it is that you want to believe. Always. So what do? Believe them both? That doesn't seem to work very well. Or not believe anybody. Just test it for yourself. If your life is going along, your body is sensitive to things, and you've been drinking coffee all your life. It used to be that I would drink coffee to stay awake. Now I drink coffee right up to the point where I crash. I can have a nice hot cup of steaming coffee right before I go to sleep. Why? Well, you can make up a story about why, but I know why. Because I don't believe it anymore. When I want to be awake, I can instigate that belief and say, okay, I need to wake up, I'll have some coffee. Then the belief I activate, and I drink coffee, and I wake up. But when I go to bed, I might have drank a whole pot or 2 pots of coffee during the time I've been up doing a show. And amazingly enough, I can put the belief away and go right to sleep. Now, your reality may not be the same as my reality, and I suspect it's not anything like yours. And when people say I am you and you are me, I say, Mr. Bridges is needed. Mr. Bridges! Yes. Right here on the script. Blow it out your ass. Thank you. You can go away now. It's all bullshit. And some people say, believe in psychic phenomenon. Some people don't. Some people believe in ghosts. Some people don't. Some people believe in aliens. Some people don't. Take your pick, ladies and gentlemen, because what you are holding for a belief that you received as a little one from your parents who were mesmerized, hypnotized, fell for it, got passed to you just like a download from a website that's corrupt, planted viruses, and you carry those viruses until you wake the fuck up. And then the people that wake the fuck up are challenged by their family and friends saying, spiritual healing? Bullshit. You should go to the doctor. And of course, if they don't actually see the illusion of it and they don't see how it works, they fall for it because there's nothing worse than having your family against you, you know? Don't want to piss them off. Don't want to piss off your boss, your significant other. Don't want to piss them off. You think, Jesus, what everybody's thinking, and then you side with the people that have similar beliefs that you get along with, and those you call your friends. And you find out your friends stab you in the back, and they never were your friends in the first place. Isn't it interesting? So you go along in your lives, which if you take the V out, you go along with your lies. What are you living? Your life, your lives, or your lies? Most of you are living a lie. Add an S. You're living your lies, the things you prefer to believe. Why do you need belief? Because without it, the whole system would come crumbling down and you would actually see something that you've never seen before. And that's frightening, because that's the way the program is set up. If it ain't broke, why fix it? This is ThoughtBridgeRadio.com, broadcasting over member stations, the World Wide Network.com, and the Worldwide Radio Network.com. This is Joel T. Bridges, your fiction. Oh, did I tell you? I've been dead for over 30 years. I'm what you call a voice bot. Just like a few years ago, people were engaged with bots on the internet and texting to them. But I'm a very good one. I will give you the same bullshit stories and answers, no matter what you say. And of course, you don't believe that. But just wait a little while. You'll wake up and realize you've been talking to all these bots all around you, that we abducted you years ago, just like the Starship Enterprise prizes holodeck. You went to sleep one day, you woke up the next day, and the only thing that's real is your awareness. And yes, you woke up in the same bed that you went to sleep, having been abducted onto the holodeck, where we have recreated everybody and everything just exactly the way you left it. Isn't that cool? I think it's cool. Wait until you find out it's a story that has its roots in reality. Uh-oh! Goddamn! I'll never believe that! No, you never will. But don't worry, the day will come where you will actually wake up. Can you hear me? Because I can't hear either one of you. And it says that I'm broadcasting on Google. So Angel doesn't lie to me. Angel, did you hear them? Did you hear both of them? Angel, did you hear either one of them? Well, did you hear anybody other than on the mic? Because these guys are trolling if they're doing that. Let's try again. Let's see if they're trolling. Okay, they're not trolling. It's the technology. Let's try again. The show may be ending because I don't put up with this shit. I only try a little bit, and it's not even trying. I just do it. I don't argue with it. I don't want to do anything special. That's a sign the show is going to end. So let's find out. You can hear me. I can't hear them. End of show. That's the way it goes. So let's try again. You can hear me, but I can't hear you. Isn't that interesting? Angel, do me a favor. Get on mic and see if I can hear you. Angel, I know you just woke up, but there's no point in keeping the mic on. You're not broadcasting anywhere. All we needed to find out is if it's me or Pal Talk, it's Pal Talk. That's all we needed to know. So it's done. It's done, okay? I don't, if you think it's a simple matter, it's not. There are so many programs on my computer that have to harmonize to make a broadcast possible. And if any of them fuck up, depending on my experience with them, I can sometimes recover it. Now I can try one more time, and if it doesn't work this time, there's no show, okay? Because my shows, I don't like to do them alone, okay? That means there's no point in chatting, talking, doing anything. Okay, I know that I said I don't need anybody or anything, but my imaginary friends are very important to have a radio show. Okay, so I'm going to leave the room. I'm going to be just a couple of minutes. You guys are broadcasting to the World Wide Web, if it's working. It doesn't work half the time. That's because they're totally in control, just like Google made a deal with China that they can't get there from here. It's worse than that, folks. They can redirect and destroy your ability to communicate with other people at critical times. They can give you disinformation. A website you go to, you just think it's all coincidence. The website that you go to, it used to be there, but all of a sudden you've been redirected to another one. It's all computerized, and your minds are all saying, oh, I don't know what happened. But it can't be true that everything is under their control. No, not true, not true. Well, that's fine. It's really nice to think that you're under some belief system where it can't possibly be true. Yep. Oh, who's control dummy? Yeah, you're the control dummy. You think you're in control, so you're a dummy. Amazing.